Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Cynthia Nunn. For those of you that don't know who I am the CEO and founder of Sylvia Nunn Angels, which is a nonprofit tackling violence, um, hoping to be a model city. Uh, we're based in Compton. We hope to be a model city all around the world. Hoping we can catch on. Hoping everybody else can catch on if we can stop it. But I came to talk to you today about your mind. Most part, a lot of the youngsters, because that's who the devil seems to really be attacking. Um, once you take your mind, everything else follows. They say a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and that is true. Uh, as also, we know the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and that's what he's doing to a lot of us, and especially our youngsters, these babies out here today. It's almost like being in a relationship. Your your heart says go, but your mind says stay. You going through changes, and things are not right in that relationship, and your heart is telling you to go, but your mind is steady saying stay. Well, that's what the devil is doing today. He's attacking their mind. Once you get your mind, everything else follows. We got youngsters that's out here on everything but life. They own car search, they own all, they own all kind of other things as well. But anyhow, I'm just I'm just one person. That's my opinion. Um, I I don't know. It's so much that's going on in the world today, uh, and I really feel bad for the youth of today because even though I got out of gang, we still before they had a chance to live. We were able to go to the park, we were able to go to the ice cream trucks, the beach, the park, wherever uh, we wanted to, wherever we wanted to go. We was able to have fun, birthday parties and everything. Today's youth can, unfortunately, can't have none of that. Either they're shooting up parties, you can't walk to the ice cream truck without somebody riding by, either hitting you up or asking you where you from, or it's just everything is about a game. Even the people that's killing people for no reason, everything is about a game. And I'm I'm just trying to figure out what we as people, because as they say, it takes a village. What are we as people gonna do about it? Are we gonna keep sitting back, letting the devil destroy our youth, or are we gonna get up and take a stand and know I can't do it by myself? I need the help of a bunch of concerned parents and strong men. There's something about that man's voice that a lot of times they respect. And for even as well as a lot of you OGs or triple OGs or whatever, these youngsters out here don't know what they're doing. They just doing something to be doing it. That's why so many innocent people are getting hurt. A lot of them are shooting with their eyes closed. A lot of them don't even know why they're shooting. It's just about what he said or she said. Uh, well, my homie don't like him, so I don't like him, or a bunch of that mess. That's not cool. And a lot of you uh, older cats, females, or whoever that's not teaching them or telling them that's not the way it is. That's not the way it's supposed to be. I mean, they only doing or going by what they heard or what somebody told them. A lot of them weren't even born to even be able to know half of the stuff that's going on. They took something and turned it, destroyed it, turned it all the way around. And it's not good. There's a lot of kids out here that want to live, that want to go to school, that want to become somebody, but fear of peer pressure, fear of somebody telling them you better be in the gang, or just whatever it is. It's a lot of them out here in fear of the police, fear of getting hurt, or whatever it is. And we've got to do something as parents, as mothers, as fathers, uncles, brothers, or whoever, grandmothers, to uh, to protect them. It's like they look for us for protection, um, because we all know that the devil is in overtime. He's on them. He's on them, and once he find that little weak spot, he take that little mind and he drag them right along with him, making them think or see things that's not there, or not giving them the downside of. Uh, for instance, a kid might go in the bank to open up account to cash a check. Here comes the devil saying, "Oh, it's only three old ladies in there. You can rob that bank." Not telling the downsides of if you try to rob that bank, you might get caught or you can get killed. He don't tell you the downsides of anything. He just tell you. He makes it look good. Uh, he make it feel like you can go over there and sue that Sarah, sue Billy or Bob. He don't tell you Sarah, Sue, Billy, or Bob might have a gun themselves, or he don't tell you that the police is right around the corner, and they might be, getting ready to hit the corner as you do what you do. He don't. He just know that I got this little weak kid mind, and it's like um, we got so many kids that's killing themselves because he's taking their mind. You going to school and you're getting bullied, or the kids are talking about you, and these kids are not able to deal with it. They're not able to take it, and I mean, for some reason, uh, they're not reaching out to come talk to somebody, or I don't know how many of you parents might say, how was your day today, or was everything okay at school? Because you almost gotta pull it out of them nowadays. 'Cause they not telling what's going on. They not telling what's happening. But you seeing it on the news. You seeing it right around you every day, uh, and you're not seeing the help. You're seeing these kids in foster homes, and people are saying I don't think they should be there, but the people are not helping them. Are you seeing these kids saying that sometimes somebody is teasing me, and sometimes the parents would be like, "Oh boy, go sit down," or the girl, go sit down. No, listen to your kids. Listen to your kids, because it's a lot going on. It's not like it was when we was coming up. Of course, it's nothing like it was when we was coming up. We had more discipline. We had a little bit more unity than we have now. Um, I don't know. It's hard to even explain. Um, but um, for for a lot of you older cats or homeboys or OGs or triple OGs as well, y'all have to change y'all mindset. Y'all said, a lot of y'all say y'all don't gang bang, y'all trying to teach football, y'all trying to teach basketball or whatever, but you still got that same mindset, because I still see some of y'all on here talking about cuz and blood. And if you don't change your mindset, that youngster that you trying to teach is not going to change his mindset either. You can't try to bring a kid in from out the cold and still call him cuz or blood. You know, you got to change his mindset all around if you want him to get out of the hole that he's in. A lot of our kids are left in a black hole, and if you want to pull them out, you can't pull them out and continue saying the stuff that you trying to pull them away from. And I know a lot of times people say, "Oh, I grew up around that. That's all I know." Well, then you ain't changed either. I grew up around it too, but I don't address nobody as blood or, if people come to me for help, I don't say, "Oh yeah, blood, sit over there," or whatever. I address them as a young lady or a young man, and if I know them, I'll be like, "Okay, girl," or whatever. But I got somebody that's, she's kind of slow. But anyway, no, for real though, you gotta change their mindset. You can't have these youngsters out here and football and everything else, and y'all still crossing out B's and C's and still addressing them instead of saying young man, young homie, or something like that. Y'all still cousin them and blood them, and then they watching you because you the big homie, you the big home girl or whatever, and they see you still saying it, so of course they're gonna do it. We already know it's like they, when you got a baby, they learn how to talk because they hear you talk. You know, everything you say that kid say, you cuss that kid cuss. You know, you run that kid run. If you fall, that kid fall. So everything that you are saying, that kid picks up. So if you want to get them out of that mentality of the gangbanger mentality, stop cussing and stop blooding them. You know, and start calling them young man or young homie, teaching them the right vocabulary to go look for a job. You know, they can't go walk in there and say, "Oh, cuz I came for this job," or "Oh, blood, I came for this job." You know, teach them, teach them the right way. You know, save them. You know, that's what they need. A lot of them need saving. If you're not gonna save them, if you're not gonna teach them the wrong way, you might as well leave them alone. So it won't be on your conscience, or it won't be on you when it's time to go see the maker that you know you wasn't teaching them the right way. You wasn't doing what you were supposed to do. You can do a whole lot of good. You can bring them out the streets and bring them out the streets, but if you ain't changing that mind or that mindset, it's a waste of time. It's really a waste of time. And I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. I mean, if somebody feels some type of way about it, then it's only because you might be doing it. But I'm not pointing the finger. I'm just simply saying I see a lot of people out here doing a lot of good things, but your downfall is you got that same mindset as well. You know, you we trying to pull them out of that. We trying to pull them away from that. We trying to pull them with some unity. Teach them about their history. And I'm not saying that some of y'all don't, but I mean, take them in and teach them the right way. You know, take them hunting, take them fishing, teach them football, baseball, basketball. Teach them how to have fun like some of us did when we was growing up. You know, a lot of them are scared or the peer pressure. You know, sometimes take them, some of them on one-on-one out and one-on-one sit at the table with them to eat and ask them what's going on in their life. You know, how's life treating them. You know, because really, and really, some of them really want to get out of this, but they don't know how. They scared somebody gonna call them a punk, or somebody gonna talk about them or whatever. Let them babies live. Let them live. You know, help them live. Because believe you me, if one of them, two of them come out of it and they become somebody, they're gonna come back and remember you. You know, they're gonna come back and say, "Man, when I was trying to gangbang, I thought the big homie was gonna be mad because I didn't want to do it, but he pulled me out. He taught me to change my language, my vocabulary. Now I'm a lawyer. Now I'm a doctor. Now I'm a football coach, and now I play pro basketball." And he's gonna say, "I'm going back to take care of him." You know, he won't forget. Trust me, they don't forget. They don't forget nothing you do when it's to better them. But if they sitting in prison, uh, and you telling them about your 4 yard and all kind of stuff, they sitting in prison, they gonna be like, "Damn, man, I didn't think the big homie would lead me here, you know. Or I didn't think he would lead me there." Because if you ain't teaching them right, that's where you leading them, whether you want to face it or not. You know, that's what's going on. And again, I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. I'm just speaking some real facts. You know, like it's it's a lot going on out here. You know, it's a lot going on out here. It's almost about to be like roots way back in the days. You know, they get unity, and while we study being spread apart. You know, let's come together and teach our youth, teach our kids, teach these young girls. I try my best to teach them, you know, how to be a lady. You know, you can take them to the water, but you can't make them drink. But I will not lead them the wrong way. I will not. I tell them to change their attitude. A lot of them walk around here mad or frowned up, and I do talk to them and tell them, "You mad at the world? The world didn't do it to you. You know, you gotta come with a better attitude. You can be cute as heck. You can have a Coke bottle shape, but with a bad attitude, you won't go nowhere. With bad personality, you won't go nowhere." So I do teach them. I teach them about being loud. You know, you can be somewhere and you don't know, it might be your next the judge you go in front of, or it might be a somebody that you might go apply for a job for. It might be your next husband's mother. But if she see you in the mall and you being loud and acting grown and fast, the first thing she gonna tell her son is when he bring you home is, I've seen that little girl in action. Or if it's at a job, they automatically Because, a lot of times we get judged even just walking in the door. So why not try to be the, the best that you can be, And sometimes it is hard, right? Life is hard. It's hard out here for a lot of things, but uh, there's people out here that'll help, Uh, and sometimes for some of us, reach out to them, because sometimes they won't come to you. Some have been let down so bad, things have happened in their life where they just don't trust some of us, or, sometimes when you in a relationship and you feel like you got done wrong by one person, and you feel everybody is like that, and that's how these kids is. Sometimes people, parents, or whoever else have walked out on them, walked out of their lives, or just not there for them. So they figure all adults are like that. But no, we not all like that. I'm here for anybody. I don't care who you is, what you was, or whatever. And my conversation with me and whoever is strictly confidential, and I would hope it would be like that with anybody else that reach out to help some of these youngsters. But reach out and talk to them, and especially some of you brothers, because I feel like some of them got a little bit more respect for some of y'all. Reach out and talk to them, ask them how their day was, what's going on in their life. Let them know that this is over with. This is through. If you didn't get it in if you didn't get it in the 80s, I'm gonna give you the 90s and maybe the early 2000s. Y'all hear people, they in here laughing because I'm doing this video, but I ain't picking out for them either. But anyway, if you didn't get in, it's over with. It's through. You ain't got to impress or prove nothing to nobody but God. So that's the only person you got to answer to when you leave here. Trust me, you do. That's the only person you got to answer to. And if He changed me, He can change anybody. You know, uh, I mean, he's real. Like I got stories, and you continue watching this YouTube, and I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna go through my history, uh, my life story, and how I changed and why I changed. I'm glad that I did. I will tell you that I'm so glad. I'm so glad. God is so extremely unexplainably awesome, and I would hope that you would too. But I'm still not here to judge nobody because I had to change. So I know it takes time for everybody else, but for some of the older homeboys, homegirls, of older people that got it together. Let's help these youngsters. Help them because they'll listen. They'll listen. All you gotta do is earn that respect. They'll listen. Some of them come off as rough and hard because we don't know what they've been through. You gotta. It's like a sword. You gotta dig deep within and pull it out of them. And earn that trust and keep that conversation confidential with them. And once they get that trust in you, you'll be surprised at how you have changed somebody's life. And God said all you gotta do is save one, and you're all right with Him. And I know a lot of y'all out there can do it. It takes time. Trust me, it takes time. Some of them it takes patience. Being a foster mother, I know that it takes, time and patience, and even doing what I'm doing now. But I'm willing because you know why? I played as a kid. I remember the record hops, the skating. I remember tetherball, hopscotch, double dutch. I mean, we had more interactive games, interactive games. We interact with each other more than they do. Everybody is, they got their head down there on the phone. When you're out to eat, if you sit in the car, that's all they doing is their head down. I always tell mine, hold your head up, because you don't never know who's pulling up on the side of you or whatever. Keep your head up. But I mean, let's help them live, at the park and everywhere else. Let's help them live. Again, we live, at least the majority of us did, even before we started out there being crazy ourselves, we lived. I can remember being at that park. That's how I learned how to skate, ride a bike, and everything else. So let these babies live. Help them. A lot of them don't even know each other, but they don't like each other because of what some other people have said, or what somebody said. So help them, help them live. I don't know. You know, it's these little. I got one right there that I'm dealing with. You know, uh, but she know. Um, you know, and then that was who was in there screaming. You know, she in there screaming like she crazy. You know, it's the devil. I told y'all the devil get busy. Get you know, you trying to do something to help somebody. He always come in and try to interrupt because they ain't had no business laughing. I'm in here trying to do a live video by myself, but you got this one over here and you got her. She in here screaming like she crazy, and then this one over here talking about what Granny doing or whatever. But anyway, I told y'all he busy, but he will never get this mind. He will never get this mind. They say never, but God been too good to me, so I know I'm not about to give him my mind. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video for tonight. God just laid it on my heart to come on here, and I will be coming on here maybe every day, maybe every other day, and especially when God tell me to do something, I'm definitely coming. I don't care. Whatever conversation He tell me to talk about, that's what I'm gonna talk about. And whatever, if there's anything you guys want to know, if there's anything you guys need to know, y'all want to talk about, I mean, you can comment, whatever. You can share the video, or whatever, whatever you want to hear. If it ain't too personal, we can talk about it. If you need help, when you see this video, you can go to my Instagram, Sylvia Nine Angels, or Heaven Sent, Facebook, Sylvia Nine Angels, or Cynthia Nine, Twitter, whatever. You can hit me up and we can talk about it. If I can help you in any kind of way, I'm willing to help. I don't have a whole lot. I'm rich in spirit. I tell everybody that I'm rich in spirit. But if I can help you, I'm going to help you. I mean, if I can answer a question for you without incriminating anybody, I'm going to answer that question for you. Again, I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. I'm just saying, let's change the mindset, because we all know that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Once he takes that mind, everything else gonna follow. It's almost, think about when you're in a relationship and you first start talking to somebody, and then you start falling in love, you start liking them. There go that mind. Again, it don't feel good sometimes when you're in this abusive relationship, but that heart be saying, let's go, because I can't take it, but that mind be saying, no, stay. So, and a lot of us do stay, because I've stayed before. I ain't gonna lie, I've stayed before. Woo! I've stayed before, and that heart was saying go. But anyway, again, I will come back on here with another subject, or if there's any subject you want to talk about, you want to discuss, whether if you want to do a private or whatever, And I'm also starting a victim service group. In 2 weeks, we'll be doing victim services for anybody that's been a victim to anything. We will be starting a victim service group. So, again, I hope everybody have a blessed night. If you like the video, share it. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm new at this, so you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, share it, tell your friends, tell somebody. But I will be speaking again. Thank you.